Good morning, class. Today topic is Newton's law of motion. The motion and its causes was one of the main problem for the scientists. It remains unsolved for a long time. Galileo was amongst the earliest scientists who tried to solve this problem and pointed out that the motion of a body continues along a straight line unless there is some force that cause is to change the state of motion. In 1687, Isaac Newton in his book sums up the basic principle of motion in three laws which are as follow. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion and Newton's third law of motion. But today we will discuss only Newton's first law of motion. We observe in our daily life that an object at rest remain in the state of rest unless it is acted upon by some external force. For example, a book lying on a table cannot change its position by itself unless a force is applied to change its position. Similarly, if we push a ball on the ground, it should continue its uniform motion indefinitely, but it stops after covering a certain distance. As soon as the ball starts moving, a force means a force of friction comes into play which opposes the motion of the ball. These observations were summed up by the Isaac Newton in his first law of motion, which states that every object continues its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless it is acted upon by an external force which changes its state of rest or of uniform motion. So this is called Newton's first law of motion. The following two important conclusions can be drawn. The Newton's first law of motion. Number one, force is an agent which produces or tends to produce change in the state of rest or of uniform motion of an object. And number two, all the material objects possesses the property of opposing any change in their state of rest or of uniform motion. This property of matter by virtue of which an object resists a change in its state of rest or motion is called inertia. Thus, Newton's first law of motion is also called the law of inertia. The following are few examples from our daily life which will help us in understanding inertia. For example, a small coin is put on a card and placed over a glass. When the card is flicked away with a finger, the coin drops into the glass. And example number two, suppose we are sitting in a stationary bus. If it starts moving suddenly, we feel a jerk in the backward direction. It is because our body is in contact with the seat of the bus and comes in motion with the motion of the bus, while the upper portion of our body remains at rest due to inertia, and so we will feel a jerk in the backward direction. Similarly, if the bus is moving and stops suddenly, we will feel a jerk in the forward direction. It is also due to inertia. Okay class, and God bless you.